Friendships are precious. They bring laughter, support, and joy. We cherish the moments we share with our friends. But sometimes, friendships change. We may even lose friends along the way. This can be painful. It can feel like a loss, but it can also be a blessing in disguise. Losing friends can be a catalyst for growth. It forces us to look inward. We start to understand ourselves better. We learn to value authenticity. We discover the importance of staying true to ourselves. This journey isn't always easy. It can be lonely at times. But it's a journey worth taking, because on the other side of loss, we find ourselves. And we open our hearts to more genuine connections. Life is a journey of constant evolution. We change, our values shift, our dreams take new directions, and sometimes our friendships evolve alongside us. Other times, they don't. This is a natural part of life. As we grow, our paths may diverge. We might find ourselves drawn to different experiences, different passions, different perspectives. We might realize that the things we once valued in a friendship no longer resonate. This doesn't mean that the friendship was a failure. It simply means that it served its purpose. It taught us valuable lessons. It brought joy into our lives at a particular time. And now, it's okay to let go with grace and gratitude. Think of Oprah Winfrey and Gayle. Their friendship has spanned decades, weathering storms and celebrating triumphs. They've supported each other through thick and thin. Their story reminds us that true friendships can withstand the test of time. But not all friendships are meant to last forever. J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter series, has spoken openly about the friends she's lost along her journey to success. Rowling's story highlights the reality that as we evolve, some relationships may naturally fade. This is okay. It's a natural part of growth. These stories remind us that friendships are not one-size-fits-all. There's no right or wrong way for a friendship to evolve. What matters most is that we stay true to ourselves and honor the connections that feel authentic. Losing friends can be incredibly lonely. It's natural to grieve the loss of these connections. We might question ourselves, wondering what we did wrong. We might fear being alone, feeling a sense of emptiness without our usual support system. But here's the truth. Loneliness is not a sign of weakness. It's a signal. It's a whisper from our soul, urging us to look inward. It's an invitation to connect with ourselves on a deeper level. When friendships end, we have a choice. We can either numb the pain or embrace the opportunity for growth. Self-reflection is the key. It's about asking ourselves tough questions. What are my values? What kind of people do I want in my life? What are my non-negotiables in a friendship? By defining our values and setting standards for our relationships, we create a blueprint for connection. We become more intentional about the people we let into our lives. We prioritize authenticity and emotional depth, and we open ourselves up to the possibility of forming truly meaningful connections. Imagine your life as a beautiful garden. In this garden, you cultivate meaningful relationships. But sometimes, weeds start to grow. These weeds represent relationships that no longer serve us. They might be draining, negative, or simply not aligned with our values. Losing friends is like weeding our garden. It's about creating space for the flowers to bloom. It's about making room for the relationships that bring joy, support, and authenticity into our lives. Losing friends can be a powerful catalyst for self-discovery. When we're no longer surrounded by the familiar, we're forced to confront ourselves. We start to question our beliefs, our habits, our patterns. We begin to see ourselves more clearly, both the light and the shadow. This process of self-discovery can be uncomfortable at times, but it's also incredibly liberating. It allows us to shed layers of conditioning and step into our authentic selves. We learn to embrace our quirks, our imperfections, our unique way of seeing the world. The most beautiful friendships are built on a foundation of authenticity. They're about showing up as our true selves without pretense or judgment. They're about embracing our vulnerabilities, celebrating our strengths, and supporting each other through life's ups and downs. When we lose friends because we've stayed true to ourselves, it's a sign that we're on the right path. It means we're no longer willing to shrink ourselves to fit in. It means we're ready to embrace the freedom and fulfillment that come with living an authentic life. Have you ever lost a friend and discovered unexpected blessings along the way? Share your story and connect with others who understand. Your experiences can inspire and empower others who are navigating the complexities of friendship. Remember, you are not alone. We're all in this together. By sharing our stories and supporting one another, we create a community of strength and resilience. Losing friends can be a painful but transformative experience. It's a reminder that change is inevitable and that growth often requires us to let go of what no longer serves us. Embrace the journey, honor your truth, and trust that the right people will find their way into your life at the perfect time. The friendships you build on a foundation of authenticity will be worth the wait.